Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a question of product of prime factors. We're going to be looking at the keywords in the question. And to start with, you can see we have got a really large number here. So this is 15,552 million. And you've got to write it as a product of prime factors in index form. So you can see here this number has been written as 2 to the power of 7 times 5 to the power of 6 times 6 to the power of 5. Now in part A you can see my previous video to see what was wrong with the question, and it was that this 6 here is not written in as a prime number. So part B says we have got to write this number as a product of prime factors in index form. So we've basically got to convert this 6 to the power of 5 to be in terms of a prime number. This is worth 2 marks in the exam. The key facts that you need to be able to answer this question are that the word product means multiply, so it's mentioned twice in the question. Prime numbers, you need to know what your prime numbers are. So the number 2 and 5 are prime from this question, but the 6 is not prime. So your prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. They can only be divided by 1 on themselves. That's the definition of a prime number. So these are the first few. Factors are a number that goes into another number. So if you think of the number 15, the number 5 goes into the number 15, so 5 is a factor of 15. Index form means you're written as a number to the power of another number. So A and B are integers. So in this case, 2 to the power of 7 is written in index form. So we've got to write them all in index form, but we've got to make sure that this 6 becomes a prime number. And we're going to be needing to use some rules of indices. So the power rule with the bracket is if you've got x to the power of a all to the power of b is the same as x to the power of a times by b. And then the power rule for adding, you've got x to the power of a times by x to the power of b is equal to x to the power of a plus b. Any of these keywords or formulas that you're unfamiliar with, make sure you've written them down with your keywords and highlighted them and stick them in a bubble. These rules of indices are really important that you know how to use and apply them. Press pause, have a go at working out the answer, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Well done guys, hopefully you've managed to get yourself an answer. Now as I said, the key part of this question was this 6 to the power of 5. Now we know that 6 is the same as 2 times 3, so I can replace the 6 with 2 times 3. I'm now going to use this top rule here for indices, so I'm going to multiply the powers. So x to the power of a to the power of b is x to the power of a times b. Now here I've got no numbers after this 2 and after this 3. It's like there's a magic 1 here. So this is 2 to the power of 1 times 3 to the power of 1, which means I can do the same to both of the numbers. So I'm going to do 2 to the power of 1 times by 5. So I've got 1 times by 5, which is just going to be 5. And then I've got 3 to the power of 1 times by 5, and 1 times 5 again is 5. So I've got 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of 5 gives you 1 mark. So you just need to put the power of 5 inside the brackets. From here, I can write out the whole answer, replacing the 6 to the power of 5 with 2 to the power of 5 and 3 to the power of 5. So the whole expression is 2 to the power of 7 times 5 to the power of 6 times 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of 5. Now you'll notice that 2 of these numbers are the same, the 2 2's. So we're now going to use my second rule down here, where I've got x to the power of a times by x to the power of b is x to the power of a plus b, where x is going to be the value of 2 because the 2's are the same, and a is going to be a 7 and b is going to be a 5, so I'm going to use that bottom rule. So just putting these two terms together, I've got 2 to the power of 7 times 2 to the power of 5. The 5 to the 6 stays put, and the 3 to the power of 5 also stays the same. Now here, using the bottom rule, I'm going to add the indices. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So I've got 2 to the power of 7 plus 5, And 7 plus 5 is 12, which gives you your second mark. Remember, always write your answer on the dotted line. Mark your answer, give yourself a tick to show where the marks were awarded for on the question so you know clearly what your answer is, and make sure you've remembered to write down any key facts that will help you answer this question that you are familiar with. Well done, guys. The mark scheme on this question shows there are 2 marks available. M1 means 1 method mark for getting to the form of 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of 5. Make sure you've marked your answer nice and clearly so you can see where the marks were awarded. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.